And welcome to our live discussion, the Itty Bitty Nerdy Committee. I'm Beastie Boy.
I'm Table.
I'm Red.
I'm T-Stain.
It is I, Brando.
And we'll be discussing recent news from across the multiverse live from video games, anime, comics, and more. So stick around and enjoy the show.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Jane, you?
Yeah. Do you want me to
Go
start
ahead.
on comics or movies?
You whatever you like.
Or on
Rappers-
famous
Rappers
Who
Delight.
the Hell Asked?
Spidey.
You know what I was gonna say?
Aw.
Rappers Delight, but we're gonna start with that.
It's already
Alright.
on screen. It's already on screen. Something's already a screen.
We're starting with
Comics.
that.
We got comics.
What's
Yeah.
on screen?
Spidey.
What's on screen? Comics?
Spider-Man.
Spidey's? Oh, that's
too
actually
bad.
going to be a movie.
Okay.
Yeah. So this caught my eye because it's been talked about on the show like very recently, and on the live streams. We're getting a Kraven the Hunter movie, is what it sounds like, and they're
Uh-huh.
just about to start filming, which is really exciting. Release date. Now I know none of us believe in release dates anymore, but
Got
it.
in theory,
Not if your name's
Mhm.
Morbius.
right? That'll be the thing. It's like, do we get this before Morbius?
No one's name's
This is January 2023.
What?
Okay.
That's
which,
a quick
here's the thing.
turnaround.
It's a quick turnaround, but also I'm into the fact that they're giving it a year. Like, at least I won't be thinking it's next month when they announce something. You know, if they delay it now, it's like it was so far away anyway.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there's some interesting things that we're gonna see with this because we've just had a whole bunch of Spider-Man content, and there's some indications that it was maybe teased a little bit that Kraven wasn't in No Way Home, but there were leanings to he was. A couple of interviews have come out talking about how Kraven was in a lot of iterations of the script before No Way Home was made.
Mm.
The other thing that we're confronted with, though, is that in the Sam Raimi Spider-Man, there was always a tentative fourth Spider-Man that would have been a Kraven Spider-Man.
Oh, fuck.
Right.
So what
right.
about
So,
Guy about to fucking
Yes,
die?
Yes.
So-
Okay.
right, and then we've got... So, like, this is more to do with the, Sony versus Marvel, because we've got... indications of like maybe Venom is going to make his way into the MCU. But if Kraven stays as Sony, this might be Sony like keeping the Spider-Man properties that aren't Spider-Man and making an own set that way. Because we don't know if the Kraven film is a Spider-Man film.
Right.
In the same way that Venom was very much not a Spider-Man film.
Until it very much was.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. They horn that one in there, man. Yeah.
That's
yeah.
fine, man.
This is further complicated by so they've cast sorry, wrong page of notes. They've cast Kraven.
Mhm.
Yes.
But it's one of the many Quicksilvers that
Yeah.
exist in
Yeah,
Marvel
right.
canon.
Aaron
Which,
Taylor, I believe his name
Yeah,
is,
Aaron
right?
Taylor.
that is
Yes.
correct.
Yeah.
That is correct. So yeah, we'll see how that goes.
Mhm.
I do like this kind of third offshoot because DC is essentially dead, but I like this idea that maybe Sony is gonna.
Wait.
Hey!
Hold on.
That's harsh.
Hold on. Hang on.
And your 6-foot grave. Hold on. Man.
Listen. The grave is only 4.5 feet deep. They dug it themselves, and they can only go up from here.
They're still standing in it, okay? They're standing in a grave, admittedly, but standing nonetheless.
Listen here. Each of those execs got 1 foot in the grave and 1 foot out there trying to like dig at the same time and try to get themselves out, and they don't know what to do themselves.
Literally called
you're-
a zombie, and we try to put those down.
Yeah, you said you kind of there.
God.
Leave to start eating people.
TC just really looked at DC and be like, hey, fuck you guys.
You know what? I'm
T-Stain
just
punch the
saying.
kill.
Harsh words.
I'm just pointing things out that, like, no, like, here's the thing. I want a genuine rivalry because I think that it's very distinctive that Marvel Studios has, like, they're Coke. They are Coke. DC is Pepsi. There's
Mhm.
nothing wrong with
Yes.
Pepsi,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
is DC
But-
okay?
Damn.
Yeah.
Don't show that. We're not sponsored by them.
Yeah, boy. Boy. Yeah.
We're not being sponsored by them. Get that shit out of here.
We tell them we love DC too around these parts, man. No
We
matter
do.
how
love
wonky
DC a
it
great
gets, okay?
deal.
We're
But
not.
yeah,
We're not.
their movies suck most of the time.
We
Hey,
definitely
we're not.
didn't develop.
Hey.
We definitely didn't develop an entire series wrapped around
Uh-huh.
talking about strictly DC movies and how bad
Yeah.
most of them are.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying is if 80% of every shit you took stunk, you would
Oh.
just believe the next one stunk too.
I got a quick one for you, just because, like, so the first Sony movie, we know how there was that weird dubbing in of symbiote. Any speculations what Craven's gonna pronounce wrong in all their actors and then have to overdub?
Correct.
Oh my god.
Red?
Shotgun.
Stop this.
That's a feature, not a bug.
Oh my god. Oh, wait.
It's
He's-
two
He's
features
staying out.
between the
He's
eyes.
staying out here in the church pews, putting on a silencer and a scope, just like exactly.
Sort yourself out.
Jesus.
All right,
All right.
let's switch to
All
some
right.
comic news, shall we?
Comic news.
This I'm really excited for, just because.
me.
Uh,
Talk to me,
so
talk to
okay,
me, talk to me.
Wolverine.
Mhm,
Character really easy to draw to, very interesting appeal, on-screen
Mm-hmm.
adaptations and in the books.
mhm.
But a
Big
difficult
claws.
character to get into, just because there's so much mystery around the character. Like, so much of the appeal is not knowing shit, but also I would like to know shit. So,
Mhm.
it has been announced that they are going to be telling the full story of Wolverine's life in chronological order.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm thinking something
Uh,
much like the History of the Marvel Universe book.
yes, you're exactly on the right track.
Yeah.
So it is going to be released through the Marvel Unlimited digital release. There's also going to be physical prints. And the first one
Yes.
is dated to come out yesterday.
Need it
so-
now.
Yeah.
It's available now,
big-
apparently.
So its initial run is for sure we're going to get 10 comics out of this initially. I like to think there's going to end up being more, but I really like that we're going to get like some answers.
Yeah.
Red,
Okay.
I need your help to get me this book, bub.
My dude, shoot me a text after the show and I will send a man a message.
Roger, Roger.
Hey,
jeez.
speaking of Marvel books that came out this week, if you are out there and you want to read about a spider character that is new to most of you, but like has a huge following behind her, Silk has gotten a brand new series. All the covers are fucking fantastic. And it's by a whole brand new team. And it is fucking awesome.
Sick.
Okay.
Hell yes.
I am also counting on Silk to show up in Across the Spider-Verse in part 1 or part 2.
Mhm.
God, I hope so.
You say that, and then my response is,
Yeah.
you see this? You see this, right?
Yeah, I see it's empty, yeah.
Mhm. Mhm. Oh, understood. Understood.
Any
I
Spider
understand
Woman in there?
You know
I
what?
understand what you're
Fuck
saying.
it. Throw Jessica Drew at me, and I honestly, I'm gonna have to show up in that movie in sweatpants. Sorry.
I love Jessica Drew too, but yikes, buddy.
Anyway,
Yikes.
finally,
That was
Where-
on the internet forever.
Shino's gone. Shino needs to come back for this.
Yeah, he had to take a minute. Had to go take 5.
Yeah.
Possibly to get the horny bonk stick, because what the fuck?
Spray bottle.
Jail. Spray bottle.
Who lets me say things?
We ask that every day.
Hey, look, he found a bonk stick. Anyway,
Fucking bug.
Bonk
Got
stick.
and for this week's submission in What the Fuck News,
Uh huh.
or Who the Fuck Asked.
Who the
Yes.
fuck asked? All right.
Go on.
So, Bloomhouse.
Uh huh.
Yeah, we love
Good old
Blumhouse. They're
Bloomhouse.
great.
Real affinity
Mhm.
for Bloomhouse. The Purge movies aren't interesting, but it is interesting that they get made.
The first one
they
was
don't
interesting.
say they kind of say interesting things, but it's more interesting that somebody thought to say those things.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, I
ahead.
think that's fair.
The Purge movies have become the new Saw movies. Thank you. They're all bad.
You're right.
Damn.
You're right. You're like the first one is pretty good,
but
but
this
it
will be
actually gets
worse.
worse the more you make.
This will be worse. They have in the works a Five Nights at Freddy's movie.
Live
And the thing
action?
that
A lot of
upsets me-
problems with that.
Live action, and the thing that upsets me the most about it is the article I found talking about this, claimed that they were trying to ride on the coattails of the Uncharted movie because
Mhm.
video game
Right.
movie.
Wrong genre. Wrong genre.
Yeah.
So let me set the
I-
record straight, okay? Whatever CBR gets wrong, okay? You can tune in here and I'll get fucking straight for you, okay? A FNAF movie has been in development for at least 4 years.
Yep,
Christ.
by good old Bloomhouse. Also
Dra-
something else.
Drat in our chat says, mind you, the Purge movies never had Chester Bennington. Bennington.
I guess not. Yeah. You're
Okay.
right.
Yeah, that's like the 5th Saw movie that guy has his
Yeah.
cameo. Like,
But he
I
made
love
it.
Linkin
But he
Park,
made it.
and I think it's great that he got a cameo. But
Yeah. he
My
made
other
it.
thing is, with CBR, if you look closely enough, if I make that picture bigger on our stream,
Mm-hmm.
that's
Yeah.
that's Hawkeye.
Jeremy
is
Renner,
Hawkeye,
yes.
Is that an
That's Jeremy
ad?
Renner.
Did you just
Right?
submit weirdness? Are they writing on Hawkeye for no reason?
yes,
Possibly, yeah.
likely.
Drat is okay with a FNAF movie. Listen, Drat,
Look,
let me okay,
no.
why?
Look. I have done my time with trying to understand the FNAF lore.
Me too.
And the thing you need to understand is it's actually not very well made, because the guy's kind of making that shit up as he goes along. He used some of his funds to support Trump's. Whoa, big boo on that. Some of the
Okay,
VR
that
stuff wasn't garbage, but at the same time, like,
That might explain why Bloomhouse is doing it. Because Bloomhouse, so confusingly, Amazon Prime.
Uh-huh.
Yes, you first.
So the creator of FNAF has actually retired from doing anything with FNAF, and
Okay.
so he sold the property off, and so anything coming out afterwards, including this shit, is nothing to do with him. He's just like,
I thought the book
That's
still
good
had his
class.
name on it.
That's good to know.
Scott Coffin or whatever, yeah.
Yeah.
Blue.
What you're saying about Prime?
So on Amazon Prime, there's a documentary called Pharma Bro, and it's about Martin Scarelli, right?
I've
The
seen it. It's
scumbag.
good.
Yeah, it's good. I'm only 20 minutes in, but it's so weird. Like, I get the documentary is the balanced approach, but like, really, you're trying to take a
Mm.
balanced approach about this guy of all people.
I'm
You can actually
30
just
I
call
don't
him a
know how-
shithead.
I'll
It's
tell
okay.
I'll tell you,
Yeah.
being 30 minutes in, I still don't know why.
Right? Like, yeah, anyway, that is this edition of Who the Fuck Asked.
Damn.
And
Damn, dude.
I've gone 2 minutes over my time, so I'm gonna just zip it now.
Asked.
well, to tell you, to give you an answer of who the fuck asked, apparently Drat did, so he's getting that movie.
Apparently, Drat.
Right.
Apparently, we have finally
One
answered
get
the
already
question,
sold.
who the fuck asked?
For one of the segments.
Yeah.
Damn.
All right,
Mm.
let's Beastie, you brought us some news featuring a bat.
Yes. So,
Mhm.
has anyone seen Parasite?
I have.
Yeah.
Talk to me more.
And
Mhm.
I'm not talking about the anime. If anybody's like in the anime world, just wondering. But has anyone
No,
seen Parasite?
I-
Like, of like
It's two
By-
different spellings, by the way. Just saying.
Yeah, one has a
sure.
Y.
Right. So the director, the very handsome director, Bong Joon-ho, and Robert Patterson are going to be teaming up supposedly
Mhm.
in a sci-fi film that he's going to be directing. Bong Joon-ho himself.
Okay.
So the thing is, it's going to be under Warner Brothers. Right. Yeah.
Listen,
Yeah.
and I can't believe I'm gonna say this,
Yeah.
but I need you to listen to all the words, okay?
Okay.
I can't believe WB is letting a man like that do that. Because WB, as we've learned on this show in many an episodes, has a problem if you're not a cis white man.
No, I mean the president of stuff
That's
is
true.
Japanese, so I mean,
Well,
Warner Brothers.
yeah.
You know what? That makes more sense for. Okay, you know what? That makes a lot more sense for some stuff. But anyways, continuing on. Table.
Look, I don't
Mhm.
know to what extent the rest of you have actually watched Robert Pattinson's filmography.
Mhm.
In my house, we made a game several months back of watching every movie that man's ever been in.
Oh, besides Twilight, okay.
No, every movie he's ever been in, including Twilight. And you
Okay.
need
Can't
to
stutter.
understand that he's
I know.
never
No
been
stutter.
in a normal movie in his fucking life. Not once. Not
Wait,
once.
wait, I thought Waterfall was what's the most normal, if I may ask?
Probably Twilight, to be honest.
I was maybe say
Oh,
Harry Potter
I
at
was gonna
least.
say-
Like,
I was
damn.
gonna say Water
And the
for
Goblet of
Elephants.
Fire.
Yeah, like at least Harry Potter. Like that's like it's magic, but still, like
He's a very strange man. If you haven't seen The Lighthouse, there's
The
a very
Lighthouse
is
graphic
amazing.
scene involving a mermaid
I have.
that might be
I
an
have.
hallucination.
Listen, man, he really loves fish. All right.
Fucking love
All right.
the
Like
we gotta
Guillermo
talk about
Fucking
sushi.
love
Wait,
fish.
wait, Guillermo del Toro kind of likes fish.
Uh,
Yeah.
Oh,
But-
yeah. Kind of like how Del Toro likes fish.
Oh,
So
oh,
like
uh-huh.
oh.
he's never done anything normal in his life.
No.
So
He beat the
now
fuck
we
out that
have
trout,
this
yo.
decorated director who has a lot of interesting and political messages to say. And Robert Pattinson is going to do whatever he is given in the weirdest way possible. And I'm kind of here for it. Scared, but here for it.
I
So
think
you
this
say,
is a great redemption arc.
so here's the thing. You say this. Do you want me to explain to you what the premise of this sci-fi film is? Because I
Yes,
already got a
absolutely,
description.
100%. Go.
It's not
Go for it.
crazy, but just already the description that you talked about is
The
just like
floor is
looking
fucking
funny.
yours, my guy.
So the description that was quoted from it is that the story follows an expendable named Mikey or Mickey. We're gonna go with Mickey, which is gonna be Robert Pattinson, I'm assuming, aka a disposable employee sent to colonize the ice world Nephilim, or no Nephilim. Whenever there's a
Niflheim, yeah.
mission, yeah, Nephilim.
Niflheim.
Yeah, Nephilim. There we go. Thank you. Whenever there's a mission that's too dangerous, the crew turns to Mickey. After one iteration dies, a new body is regenerated with most of his memories intact, and that is his description.
Recyclable red shirts.
Oh, so it's Edge
Damn.
of Tomorrow, but with Robert Pattinson.
It's gonna be so fucking weird.
But with no timeline. It's just a new body.
Just a new body. Got it. Okay.
So it's
He's gonna be so fucking weird.
Wait, so it's Hitman Doctor Who?
I guess so.
To a degree,
Not no.
Guess so.
like
Not no.
Whatever.
Strange.
He's not beating tuna, and I'm fine with this.
Stop.
He's also not having sex with underage girls in the woods, which is another movie he's in.
Oh, I was like, you just said that as a statement, and I got scared. Oh,
No, to my knowledge,
Ooh.
Robert Pattinson's never done that.
Can we
But
run
in a
away
movie, the shitty priest he plays did.
Can we run
Yeah,
away
he
from
did.
this
That's
piece
a-
of
Oh,
news
yes.
as fast as possible?
I mean, we
okay.
can, but yeah, I'm just saying, like, this will be an
He's the
interesting piece.
Batman. He's the Batman. There you go.
He's seeing a possible new film by the director is gonna be interesting. So hopefully, if the trailer drops, we can see something promising. Me,
How
but
come
that's
no one
like,
ever,
I'm
how come
gonna.
no one ever does Batu-C anymore?
oh, but Jesus.
Anyway,
Yeah. Next
So-
piece of news.
okay.
Yeah, what else
So-
you got?
So, can I do the intro for the segment though?
Sure.
It's
Oh, boy.
time for our latest and greatest segment. No fucking thanks.
Oh,
kind
God.
Of, kind of. The segment on this show dedicated to bashing and thrashing the world of NFTs.
Sure.
No.
Even though it's not gonna be NFTs though, but sure. So, on Twitter, in the Twitter realm, in the
Mhm.
Twitter space, as we all know it, right?
Mhm.
Mhm.
Follow us
So
on Twitter at Crusade Nerd.
right, Shonen Jump, the very big company of manga around for everybody to read and watch all this stuff. They posted a tweet saying, "Soon you'll be able to show your Shonen Jump love in a whole new way. Exciting announcement tomorrow." This was like, I think, yesterday or the day before, something like that. Like one of the two,
Okay.
right? So every fucking buddy,
including us.
looked at that tweet and said, "What the fuck is it?"
You best the fuck
Mhm.
not.
literally, the realm of fucking the anime fandom and everybody in the digital space looked at Shonen Jump was like, "You want to be careful with what you say next, because like
Why?
Yeah, and so literally the memes afterwards of the announcement right after, it's just like, well, not an announcement, but like the quoting afterwards, whoever was handling the social media was literally just like, it's not NFTs, and we're like, oh,
Oh, okay.
so we're gonna just drop that rock that I had ready, and put away the spikes and all
Right.
that shit, right? Everyone was calm for a little bit. It
I'll
was like,
put my
yeah,
pitchfork away.
which I thought the fucking from one of the comments, the fucking bird meme, where they're like, ah shit, get rid of the fucking NFT announcement. Get rid of it. Nobody want to watch it.
Put it away. Put it away.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like, oh,
Nobody fucking asked. But we were gonna. Nobody fucking asked. Get rid of that shit. Like, so out of all that, that's not what the announcer was. It was a new American U.S. Shonen Jump store for clothing and apparel, all the stuff.
That's
okay.
Drat said it was 10,000% NFTs.
Right? There's no way.
Sure.
There's no way. There's no
Hey,
way.
Drat? You know. But yeah, no. They announced the new clothing line for limited purchases, or not limited purchases, but like limited apparel for different like series and all this stuff.
Mhm.
So it'll, I think, rotate different popular animes or mangas and all this stuff. But it's a little bit questionable because like it's not bad, but the prices could be better.
Oh wait, they got you though. They opened this manga store, right? And when you go to the store, they're still able to sell you NFTs. Gotcha!
I
That'll be
have no
savage as
doubt.
fuck.
I have no doubt. Check back with us here in 2 months. We'll report the news and go. So remember that fake out they played? Gotcha, bitch. They said
Jesus,
psych,
that'd be
and
so
here it is.
sad.
It's actually here. It's right here.
God damn, someone's gonna dropkick that story real quick.
Yep. I feel it.
Us.
No. But like yeah, looking at the clothing apparel, so like I couldn't get a proper picture of it, but besides the models wearing some of the clothing, they were showing Bleach, One Piece, and their own Shonen Jump like logo brand.
Mhm.
Drat said they need to recoup their losses on all the NFTs they bought. They're like, we gotta shut this down real quick.
Hold on to that NFT criticism.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
they're showing like all the brands for that, and some clothing items, some merch, right? One of the cheapest things that I saw, I don't know if it was American or Canadian priced, was Shonen Jump logoed sandals or slides. The logo wasn't even that good. It's literally like it's in that style, but I was like,
Yeah.
okay, sure, for $20,
why though?
$20 something.
That's not terrible.
You say that, and I understand that's not bad.
I bought
for branded
Nike
logos,
sandals
sure.
for about that price.
That's not
Right,
terrible.
and
yeah.
that's not too crazy. It's like meh.
But when you
But
throw
it's-
shipping on top,
Yeah.
now it's too much.
Right? So here's the thing. This is where it goes to the problems. It
Uh-oh.
goes to the fucking t-shirts or sweaters or whatever that are $45 or $60. I don't even know what in currency. It's just that price.
No, thank you.
I can't even tell you. So like, if you see this logo of Luffy, there's one of the shirts that look like this, and I'm like, okay, cool, that looks possibly interesting. Maybe.
You're like, how much
For
does it
that
cost?
price?
You're like, we won't fucking tell you.
No, but like on the price, it's like, no, not today. I don't care.
The
That'd be
price said
$65
60.
plus
My man
shipping.
looked at it and went, no.
No.
$65 plus shipping. American or Canadian? Yes.
Literally. I didn't press the button to see the pricings, but yes.
Shonen,
That's fucking
Shonen Jump
facts.
was Mr. Krabs going, hello, I like money.
Literally. So we heard you're opening the new US story. What are the process gonna be? Money. But yeah, no. Some of the, I guess the styles that they've done, some are like, meh. Like they could do better, but like it's not bad either. But for the price they're selling it at, it's not happening. It's not pushing P or positivity as.
Gotta find those same badass shirts at your goddamn local game. Stop this noise, please, and thank you.
Yes,
Where are the
for much
lines?
cheaper either too. So like,
Yes.
but yeah, that's that's what I was pushing. So they were pushing NFTs, but it was a.
I mean, but they were though, because new fresh threads.
Ah!
T-State! Oh my god, you're hit for life. You know that, right? Shut up. You have no
You
choice now.
know what you're doing? You know what you're doing? You're spitting. You're spitting facts.
Oh, wow.
And I thought I was creative with no fucking
I
thanks.
know we don't pay around here, but you're getting a raise for that one.
What's the raise? We don't know. We don't get paid either. So
Yeah.
Money.
If you want us to get paid, you can hit us with your Prime Gaming sub from having Amazon Prime already. With that in mind, before we get to some more news and talking about that trailer that released this week, we're going to run ourselves a little bit of an ad. We'll see you all in 60 seconds.
See you soon.
BRB.
Burbs. Goodbye.
There was no better slot to push that.
That
We're
was
already
solid.
talking about
That
getting
was-
us
that was
paid.
solid.
Fuck it. Yeah, fuck it. Wee.
That was solid.
God.
And if for those of you that do hit that Prime Gaming button, trust me, our talk about NFTs is not over.
It will never be over until that waste of internet space is gone.
Right? Let me get a site up here.
By the way, for starting with me, let's start with my Who Fucking Asked news, which I think you can guess, and then we'll move into the trailer.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, I got it. 100%. All right.
just-
Let me look at that.
Why?
I don't know, but you know what? In 3, 2, 1. And we're back. Hello, everybody. Let's jump into some more news, shall we? Table.
All right, so do you remember back in yesteryear when we were youths and Shido was less youth?
Thank you. Thank you.
The claymation Wallace and Gromit?
I do.
Or Flushed
Mhm.
Away? Or
Mhm.
Chicken Run?
Uh-huh.
Well, they're doing another one for some reason. We've known for a couple years that they were making a second one, but
Mhm.
now we have word on it. Like actual word. Because before it was like, well, it's happening, maybe, sort of.
It's in the production sphere.
We know that it's being directed by Sam Fell, Flushed Away and Paranorman. The script is Carrie Kirkpatrick, John O'Farrell, and Rachel Tunnard. We know Nick Park, the Wallace and Gromit and Shaun the Sheep guy, is one of the executive producers. So this is pretty OG team.
Mm-hmm.
There are some new voice actors involved for some of the chickens, but they've made an effort to really reproduce whatever the fuck all of that was. Yeah, Shino?
So way back in the day, Nick's studio caught fire, so he lost a lot of assets. So the reason why he didn't get Chicken Run for so long is because he lost
They melted?
all his stuff.
Shit.
So he had to redo all that stuff. Sad time, because even some of the old reels of the original stuff filmed in there are also gone, including some original Wallace and Gromit stuff. So
Fuck.
yeah, it was a rough time, man. Yeah.
That's
Damn.
really
So
upsetting,
that's why this took so long, because I mean, he's done stuff in between like Shaun the Sheep and whatnot, so he has rebuilt, but yeah, exactly. But like Chicken Run was like the reason why it took so long is because all that stuff that he had for the first one
Mm-hmm.
burned away.
Just
Well,
Yeah.
yeah. Chicken Run grossed over $200 million in box office sales,
Yeah.
which makes it really weird that this one's not even going to theaters. Like, this is a Netflix movie. It's going
oh
straight there.
shit.
Yeah.
It's maybe
No.
easier that way for them now.
But at
Yeah.
the same time,
Yeah.
like, sorry to interrupt you. Like with Netflix, a lot of people are already holding that account still. Like, let alone Disney Plus and all that. Like, Netflix is one of I would say OG streaming sites. So
Oh,
it
absolutely.
could be a better revenue spot for him in the long run too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's true. That's true.
Mhm.
The film, if you hadn't heard, is going to be called Chicken Run: Dawn of the Nugget.
No, I fucking overdid it.
And
I-
we know the plot.
Wait. Is that Dawn as in like daybreak, or is that Dawn as in a mafia?
DAWN. Daybreak.
Okay.
This is not Dawn of the Nuggets.
Now, both versions would have been so fucking good.
You clung to me on the day of my daughter's nuggeting.
Oh, you know what? You know what? Now I want the second one instead.
Yeah, that would be pretty good.
I thought it was the first one, but like hearing the second one, I'm like, oh shit, yo, low key, like Mafia Chicken, like that'd be fire.
Yeah, but this is
Well-
good too.
Hang on,
Oh,
wait.
God.
I gotta put in a special request. Okay? Abby,
Uh-huh.
our wonderful, amazing artist that does all of our assets, I put to you this very humble request.
No.
Please take one of the chickens from Chicken Run and make it look like an Italian mobster.
And make it Marlon Brando? How dare you?
On the day,
Pretty
Make a
painful.
chicken the
nuggeting.
Godfather.
the nuggeting.
What
This
we
day-
know.
yeah,
Go ahead.
go. No, I'm not gonna. Just go. Just go.
We're being stupid. Don't mind us.
Don't mind us. I'm like, if you don't stop me now,
Yeah.
I will continue. Go.
And if
Yeah,
someone
we're
doesn't
gonna
stop
be-
me, you really gotta buy a spray bottle. Like,
So we don't know a lot about the plot yet, other than the chickens have to go back to human civilization because of a terrible threat that is unclear. But so this might be some sort of heist film. Like Chicken Run was
Heist film.
initially sort of a heist. It was a jailbreak film. Now this is
Yeah.
a heist film. They're breaking into
Mm.
something instead of breaking out of something.
Okay.
And
right.
the chickens also have a daughter now named Molly, who's coming.
the fuck? That makes sense, but okay.
Yeah, voiced by Bella Ramsey, who's you'll see in The Last of Us.
Okay?
Yeah, yeah.
But
Okay.
Right on. Yeah.
uh, I
Interesting.
look, don't get me wrong, I love a good heist film. And doing a heist with claymation chickens will inevitably be fucking hilarious. But I do think we've stumbled on a better Chicken Run 2 here.
Oh, the Dawn. Yeah, that Dawn of the Nuggets. I want that so
They,
bad.
like- They corner the market on egg production and
Yeah.
they control it with an iron claw.
Oh yeah.
You come to me on this day, the dunking of my daughter's nug.
And this
They'll,
fucking song just lined up.
Abby,
They'll make you
Abby.
swim with the fish of the land.
Listen, I
You come to me, scrambling up my plans.
Right?
And you do
Oh.
this in
Then
front of my
this
nuggeting.
this
Then
movie.
they recreate that scene where they have the horse's head in the bed, and when he wakes up, he screams, but it's actually the horse intact. He gets up like, "What? I'm sorry," and he leaves. That'd be great. That'd be great. Come on.
Just
So
fuck you.
this is gonna be the first Nerd Crusade independent production.
Fuck you, let's go.
You should do this. This is great.
Chicken Run.
And for us to escape copyright, it's gonna be not chicken space run. It's gonna be one word chicken run.
Chicken Run.
Perfect. Chicken run. Perfect.
Totally
yeah.
different production.
Yeah, 100%.
God.
Okay. Don't get me
Same.
wrong. Now I'm actually excited. We've successfully generated for me some hype about this film,
Right
It's
on.
'cause- it's because Hollywood should hire us. Fuck. Like.
but I still have to ask, who fucking asked? Who
I
wanted
mean-
a Chicken Run sequel?
I don't mind it. It's Chicken Run. Fucking that shit's lit, Loki.
Listen,
20 years.
All the nostalgia kicking in.
You know what? I might even
And it
watch the
came
first
out
one again.
20 years ago.
you know what?
which
Just
And
means
you know what?
because-
You
14
got. You're
years
right.
ago, it was being played on like, not YTV, but like Teletoon was playing it at 8 o'clock
Yeah.
at night, and you stayed
Oh,
up
yeah.
late and watched
Yeah.
Chicken Run.
Mhm.
Now's the time that you redo that.
And you
Oh,
know what?
100%.
Beastie's got a point. Tomorrow, me and the significant other, we're watching Chicken Run.
just listen to all these British chickens running around.
I'm gonna send a picture on our Discord and put it up on Twitter, and you think I'm fucking lying.
Of course you're not fucking lying.
She best be listening. She knows what's coming.
It's coming.
She's like
Alright.
looking from the other room, like.
Watch party for Chicken Run. Hell yeah.
All right. So
Okay. That's what I had there. But
Uh-huh.
let's go on to the news everyone's excited for.
right.
Moon Knight. Yeah.
I know you're here, Jackal, you big fucking nerd. Where's your goddamn money?
Oh my god.
Look, that panel is fake. But it's too fucking funny. All right?
Yes.
And
It's
also,
too fucking funny.
that he better say it.
Oh God.
He better say it. You big fucking nerd.
You big fucking nerd.
Wait, but
Like,
who do you want
goddamn
to say
money.
it? Who do you
Moon
want to say?
Knight.
'Cause
Moon
just
Knight.
Moon
I
Knight.
want Moon Knight.
He has other personalities. That I'm saying. That was the
Oh,
joke
yeah,
I was trying
for
to get
sure.
to.
And
The one with the hood.
credit where credit is due. The trailer really went, okay, we know Moon Knight's whole thing is having mental health issues,
Mm-hmm.
and we're actually going to be telling a story about those mental health issues rather than trying to downplay them for putting him in the MCU easier or making it more simple or making it a joke, which
Right.
would have been bad.
Which you-
Obviously, there's some concerns because dissociative identity disorder has been portrayed really negatively in the media historically, particularly with films like Split. So there's a lot of concern that they might do this poorly. But again, Split faced a lot of fucking flack, and Marvel at least usually pays attention to other people's shitstorms. So
But also, on the
Hope-
positive track of that, we've got Jane from Doom Patrol that's been out for a while. And that's a very
Yeah.
positive way of displaying on how all of that works.
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there are good
Truly.
examples as well.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And it's tricky because Mark's story involves his DID being a fucking problem for him. Hell, we're introduced to Oscar Isaac's character as Stephen Grant. That's not fucking Mark Spector, but it actually is. This is a problem.
Mm-hmm.
So they're gonna have to walk a fine fucking line with this, but I want it to be good. I want it to be good so bad.
But
mean,
you know
Look,
as well as
Go
I
ahead.
do, we're not going to know the answer on is it good until the end of episode 2.
you're right. You're fucking right.
Episodes 1's going to be a mind fuck. We're all going to go, I don't know if I want
What?
one more. One more is going to have me
What?
go, okay, you can have my money. All right, let's go.
Yeah. But look at the work they put in. I mean, shit. Moon Knight's fucking hood and the beakiest shape of it is iconic, and it's such a concern because hoods are so often done poorly in costuming on screen because there's no way to get the rigid and very particular shapes that are characteristic of the comic book looks.
Spawn.
But this shit,
Hmm.
look at that peak. Look at the curve of it. I like the look of that hood. I want to steal his cape.
I like the
Mark
way your
Spector
hood
would kick
curves.
my ass,
Like,
though.
If you
Mark
guys don't
Spector
mind me
ignore
sharing,
mm.
Go for it.
but there's an actor that was tied to this series who just recently passed away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or wasn't he a
Sad.
producer or?
No, he was in the show.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I can't remember. I'm not too sure what character. They brought up his character, but I don't want to spoil anything. He's gonna be in it. But he tragic ski accident.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
He was 37. Gaspard Ulluel. You will see him on the show, I guess. But it's just unfortunate timing that this show's coming up and he has just passed. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Drat,
That's rough.
we know for sure that, based on the trailer, we know for sure that Stephen Grant is going to be jumping and missing a whole bunch of time. And
Mhm.
we're probably not going to be told about his mental health issues until end of episode 1, start of episode 2 kind of thing. If a
A guy
formula's...
who chains himself to his bed every night is very visibly having mental health issues. So
That's true. But
They might just go into it pre-episode 1. Honestly,
but here's what I'm saying, right?
Mhm.
So, in an iteration of Moon Knight, the Egyptian god Khonshu is also a personality,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he can sometimes take the wheel. Khonshu take the wheel.
right? And as long as they don't do that, I'm kind of in. They showed us a really small glimpse, it's a pause you miss it kind of moment in this trailer of what Khonshu looks like, and honestly, it freaked me out.
Fucked up
I'm in.
bird guy.
Yeah,
Fucked
that's
up
a
bird
that's a
skeleton.
fucked up bird guy, and I'm in. I'm kind of in for the fucked up
Mhm.
bird guy.
I fucking love that fucked up
Alright.
bird guy. Look, I want some Khonshu, again, because that's sort of Moon Knight's bit,
Mhm.
that he's functionally a warlock, but having the worst fucking time with it.
So a warlock.
Yeah, a pretty standard warlock.
Like,
Goddamn.
He's like, wow, I made a deal and this bites. This fucking bites.
Hey, so I'm in this shit. Cool, nice.
yeah.
Pain.
My actions had consequences? What?
Well, he was dying when he made the deal. It's not like he had a lot of options, which is almost worse. But look, you all know me. You know I like to be a big skeptic man about projects being good because I have been burned by DC a lot. Like a lot. We got skin grafts for how many times they've burned me. But I want this to be good so bad. I want it to be good so bad. And I'm scared. I'm scared it's gonna suck. I'm scared it's gonna be terrible. But we hope.
Right on.
Well,
all right.
And it's coming out in March, if you didn't know.
Even I was gonna mention too, like I think Culture Crave mentioned it on Twitter, but this is like Oscar Isaac's like third iteration of like a Marvel character because he was fucking Apocalypse. Am I correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, I don't know if that was the name they used or whatever. And then they have him as Spider-Man 2099.
That's true.
In Into the Spider-Verse and into the next Spider-Verse movies here. So
Listen, Oscar Isaac is on a fucking hot streak right
Getting
now.
around.
Oh, 100%. So this will be good shit.
Okay.
Hopefully. Yeah.
So, some more news, but this time in the gaming sphere. Microsoft/Xbox have made an acquisition of the Activision Blizzard King IP factory that it is. Now, for starters, for those that play Overwatch, Overwatch 2 has been in the pipeline and has been in active development for a very long time, and that is still coming. Any game that is currently being worked on, more than likely still going to come out. There's odds are high. However, I put my man Crash on screen. My man Crash,
The Bandicoot himself.
yeah, my man Crash has had a neat little renaissance as of late. Right, he had Crash Team Racing remixed. He had his all three original games bundled together. He had a brand new game in the same sort of style. And everybody really thought they were all pretty good. It's Crash. Like, what more did you want?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. More or less the same.
I
But
have
different.
this fear. Microsoft does this thing where they buy companies and then they just retire projects and leave them on their shelves. And the biggest one I was burned by was the Fable franchise. Lionhead Studios was bought by Microsoft, and then they churned out a Kinect version of Fable. Nobody played it. Its review scored very poorly, and we're not going to see that franchise until it gets remastered one time later on.
If you're talking about the one that they announced like at E3 or whatever, some games a while back, that already came out.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah, there was a Kinect one, and then Fable hasn't been seen.
oh,
since.
you're talking about Kinect. I thought they had announced one later or recently.
Uh,
Oh.
Maybe I'm missing information. My point is that as much as a lot of people were like, that's cool on you, Microsoft, to give like a whole bunch of properties and like, oh yeah, resurrect some things, that's not Microsoft's bag.
Ooh.
Microsoft buys things, puts things on shelves, and just takes your money. And this is a good time to bring up, hey, they're buying a lot of things, and there's not a lot of competition coming around.
You know how we feel about monopolies.
Yeah. I am Mr. Optimistic. So I want to believe that this is going to be at least good for gamers. That this is a bunch of these old games are going to come to Game Pass and be fully playable for the masses. But I feel like the other shoe is about to drop.
Well,
Especially when Activision Blizzard was entangled in all sorts of stuff, and now Microsoft has stepped in, and the guy at the top, Bob Chapek, who was doing all sorts of nasty shit, so much so that Activision and Blizzard fans were like, actually, we're not playing WoW anymore.
It was that bad. There are people who've been playing WoW for 40 fucking years who stopped.
Yeah. And like that person is still employed and will remain employed for a while. We have been told after the fact that his employment will end when this acquisition is finished, but Microsoft paid them $70 billion in cash. Not stocks, not nothing like that. That's a cold, hard, open wallet
Straight up.
cash. So,
Yeah.
Well, it's like a 50-50 situation, right? So like you win some, you're kind of losing some, but at the same time, like it's a 50-50 situation.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
Well, Sony's now become Harry Osborn. I have nothing left.
Unbelievable.
Yeah,
Spider-Man.
Sony needs to make a couple power plays, and they need to come pretty fast.
and Nintendo's just sitting there, just like with Kirby, like nice.
And we're all gonna buy Kirby. Like, tell me I'm wrong.
Of course, we're all gonna buy Kirby. It's fucking Kirby.
Right? Exactly.
I would rather die than not give that orb my money.
I never
Okay,
said yes.
we got
to
a
that.
hugely loaded back half. So what we're gonna do? We've got a dumpy of a back half, if I may.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna blow through the next one really quick. Are you ready?
Gotta go fast.
Yep.
And also, it's blue, so it's Hedgehog Fest. Anyway,
Oh.
it was right there.
Hedgehog.
Okay, so it's time for No Fucking Thanks, the segment on this show dedicated to bashing and thrashing the world of NFTs. This week, Twitter's introducing
Part two.
NFTs.
Oh my god.
So you can pay
You see
Twitter
it?
Not
for their...
fucking Twitter.
Yeah, Twitter's on the NFT chain now.
No, Taste Stain, these are not new fresh threads. This is a fucking
No.
lie.
This is No Fucking Thanks. So yeah, you can
Damn.
pay Twitter in some form of crypto to change your profile from a circle to a hexagon, and that hexagon you own on the blockchain. Are you dumb?
You want to own that hexagon? You
And-
really care about hexagons? I could draw you a hexagon for free,
And
or
also,
apparently for a great deal of money.
and also,
Mhm.
all you did was made anybody with a hexagon like logo the first
Click a
person
douche.
we mute. In fact, Better Tweet Deck, which is a better way to view Twitter, which is how I view Twitter most times anyway, has already included a function that says if hexagon profile picture, mute. It's already built in. This was announced 2 hours ago,
I love free block lists.
right?
You know, I said to myself, there's a point in time where I'm gonna get so old that I'm not gonna understand things on the internet. And I believe now is that time.
I'm sorry.
I'm not. I'm okay with unplugging myself. It's all right now. I'm okay now.
As long as you don't unplug, you just take the other pill.
Mm.
All right, Shino, start our Dumby off. We've got a
All right.
smidgy of a news first.
Yeah, just throw anything
there you
up
go,
there.
there you go.
That's... Yeah, South Park comes back really fucking soon in a couple of weeks. 25th season. Yeah, they're gonna be even more offensive. So sorry, not sorry. That's all. I'm happy. That's all. You know, you guys know I love South Park, so
Yeah, yeah,
Happy to hear it.
big fans.
that's it.
Okay.
That's it.
Next, comics.
Next news. Oh yeah.
Alex.
We'll
I'll
save
try to
the-
make this super fast. So like 30 years ago, in the pages of Superman number 75, Soups got killed by Doomsday. As we all
Absolutely,
know, the
Mark,
golden rule,
yes.
right? As you know, the golden rule of comics is you don't come back from the dead unless you're Uncle Ben. You know what I mean? So I can tell you that from Superman's death, it was a real the news every fucking where. Even though it ended up being novelty, maybe like half a year later, he did come back. But for a good couple of months, Superman publications ceased, and you kind of felt like it was a real thing. Well, writer Joshua Williamson is penning the death of the Justice League. In the pages of Justice League number 75, sweet number, bro. Williamson goes on to say that this will have serious ramifications going forward and will change the dynamic of the current DC status quo. I can tell you that most of these GL members have already been dead, so a second time around will not hurt so bad. They're already used to it. The premise is
And
that
they're
they will go
done
up against... Exactly. They're going to go up against what is supposedly an unstoppable Dark Army in a already dead multiverse. This has said to be in the works since 2021's Infinite Frontier, number 0, which came out March 2nd, 2021, which is also the follow-up to DC's Rebirth. You can see the whole gang get bodied April 19th when Justice League number 75 drops at your local comic spot. You can check out some of these variant covers on screen right now. I
That
will
statue's
probably
ugly.
get.
Sorry, tell your friends.
Yeah, exactly. You can get rid of that one, but the middle two are the ones I'm.
I want to make one comment on the one with the coffins.
Yeah, go ahead.
In my personal opinion, they've got the wrong Green Lantern in there.
Agreed.
I mean, yeah.
Hal Jordan is
Yeah.
still
If you're gonna
standing.
kill a Green Lantern, why would you pick John Stewart?
And also,
Yeah,
why
I
is it
know.
not Hal Jordan? Just put him in a coffin. Like,
Wait,
Again?
it's John Stewart in the coffin?
yeah, John Stewart's in the
Yes.
fucking coffin.
There.
I'm fighting
That's the dead
DC.
one.
I'm fighting fucking DC right now. No,
Do
fuck
it.
Hey
them.
man, listen, yo, bro. Listen, man. You can fight them all you want. Everybody's gone. Or all of
John
the Queen's
Stewart, man.
gone. Yo, Diana's gone. They're all gone. They're all gone. They're all gone, man.
Listen. Shino, look at me real quick,
Listen.
right? Okay,
Listen.
look, it's
I hear you. I hear you.
listen.
I hear you. I hear you.
It's one of the brothers. It's one of the
Listen.
brothers.
Listen. Beastie.
Uh-huh.
John Stewart let a planet blow up in pursuit of another person, and he let a whole population die. So, yeah.
I see what you're saying.
But also,
Okay.
and we're gonna have to move to the next piece of news real quick.
Yeah.
A, why is it
Yeah.
not Guy Gardner? B, why is it not Guy Gardner? And C, put Guy Gardner in that fucking coffin.
He's not that
Yeah.
important,
Someone's got to
though.
kill Guy Gardner.
But he's
It's
not that
just
important,
Guy
though.
Gardner. All
But
right.
someone's got to kill Guy Gardner.
Anyway,
Damn.
Well, I got a few more minutes to kick ass with this one. So you guys ready for this one?
yeah.
Hey gang,
Hit it
what's the definition of gaslighting? The answer is Joss Whedon. If you haven't heard, Joss Whedon, aka Vanilla Troll, aka White Supremacist Dude, decided to open up about everything controversial, including his name. In typical weak male defense, he decided to gaslight everyone, as I refuse to quote this idiot. I will give synopsis. Whedon went on to say that when it came to Gal Gadot's claim that he said that he would kill her career, he really meant when it came down to a script decision that she wanted, he said over my dead body, and that she didn't understand because she tends to speak far too flowery and that her English isn't her strongest language, which is also fucking bizarre because she headlines and stars in movies where she speaks fucking fluent English and she speaks like, I don't know, 7 fucking languages, you dumb fucking asshat. So,
Racism.
yeah,
So much
hyper racism and sexism. Ha! Gal decided to share her thoughts by simply replying that she understood perfectly and she will never work and will never suggest any of her peers to work with this asshole in any capacity. When it came to Ray Fisher, whose claims of racist behavior amongst other acts of lewd conduct came to a head after an investigation brought some things to light, which happened to prove Fisher correct. Joss went on to play victim and by calling newcomer Ray Fisher a malevolent force and a bad actor in all senses. Joss reduced Cyborg's part because he wasn't important, although the very technology that creates Cyborg is the MacGuffin of the whole
What's
fucking
the
movie.
plot?
Exactly.
And also-
and it's
If I may, the director whose work you riffed on and also, let's be real, destroyed, came
destroyed.
back
And
and went,
yeah.
actually, there's enough material here to make a 4-hour film better than anything you've ever fucking produced,
Well, but let's
you
say
white asshat.
it's the MacGuffin of the whole movie and is seen in the entire Snyder Cut, right?
Yeah.
I was about to say it. Cyborg was significant and probably one of the better plots in the entire fucking runtime. So, right.
Yeah.
Ray decided to answer back by saying that the proof is out there and that he has no more time to. So much so that former Buffy star Charisma Carpenter has brought up many issues with Joss over the years, even before all this controversy came to light. As you may not know, she was fired from Buffy because she was an expecting mother. Joss, for some reason,
Yep.
hates pregnancy. Don't know why.
Oh, he hates.
I think
kids,
we can
I
guess.
Mm-hmm.
No, no, no,
Right?
no, no.
Mm.
If you go through some of the things he said, what a disgusting man. Just outright. He says things about how, like, well, for one, he describes his own mother as sexy. Weird move. He talks about how he slept with so many young, attractive actresses as a cheating on his wife thing because, quote, he would always regret it if he didn't. And, like, he literally says he took women's studies classes in college and felt that he knew more about misogyny than most of the women in there because, quote, I know the enemy and he lives in my brain.
Mm-hmm.
Is this from his book or something? Right?
No,
Or
This
this
is
is-
from the interview. This
Interview.
interview.
Mm.
This interview.
He played victim, dude. He's a piece of shit. Just end your career.
He clearly
now.
thought this would fix his fucking reputation, but it has in fact done the reverse.
And here's the fun part, right?
Yeah.
The man's not working, and will never work again. Let's be real.
Never again.
And my man really went to the Hollywood Reporter and went, y'all got time to just let me talk? And any reporter, any journalist worth their salt was like, absolutely, Mr. Joss Whedon, sir. And they just
Go
turned the
nuts.
mic on.
There you go. Pay me. Let's go.
Jeez.
Fucking idiot. You're a piece of shit.
Horrible man.
You should never be around any person, any woman in any capacity whatsoever,
Yeah.
ever again.
If I may add on to a
Yeah,
story
look,
here.
yeah, exactly that. Joss Whedon shoots Joss Whedon. Why would Charisma Carpenter, Ray Fisher, Gal Gadot, James Marsters, and my ex-wife do this?
Also, if memory serves me right, he was not allowed within so much distance of Sarah Michelle Gellar while filming Buffy.
Yeah.
Incorrect. He
Oh.
was actually allowed within distance between Michelle Trachtenberg, who was actually underage on the set of Buffy.
That's worse.
Sarah
That's
Michelle Gellar could take care.
Significantly worse.
Bad.
Sarah Michelle Gellar could take care of herself. That little girl couldn't,
Right.
so they had to take care of her. Yeah.
Firing range, ready?
Here,
Anyways.
here, let's
Michelle Trachtenberg. Hold on. Michelle Trachtenberg even said when she gave her statement, she said that he should never be alone in a room with any woman at any time, of any age.
So
Oh,
now,
dear.
I've flipped to just us, removing the images from the screen.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, if for some reason Whedon finds this,
You never know.
why don't we go around the class with our few minutes left and just tell him what we think, Beastie?
Go fuck yourself.
Table.
There is not a pole in the world long enough to keep you the fuck away from me.
Eat my entire ass, you perverted fucking sicko. Sloan?
Yeah.
Chino Brando.
Small dick motherfucker. Just hide yourself away, you fucking troll. You should never see the day of light again. In fact, just go end yourself. I heard bleach is a really good drink.
Oof.
Double cup that. You ginger motherfucker, man.
Fucking play Edward 40 Hands with 2 bottles of the shit. Like,
Holy shit. You Keebler elf looking motherfucker, man. Can't
Damn,
stand this
Keebler.
right now.
A Keebler elf.
That's
Damn.
harsh.
if you want to hear more of us talk about the absolute absurdity that is Joss Whedon, if that is his real name, which he... Drat. Absolutely.
Thank you, Drat.
We will let that go. Absolutely. We'll
Yeah.
allow that.
Yeah.
If you want to hear us talk about that more, we did an entire episode last year in February based around the entire Ray Fisher situation, and we will be keeping you updated here on twitch.tv/nerdcrusade with
Always.
any more information that comes out of that man's mouth that just self-incriminates him at this point.
Ooh, that little fucking demon? Yeah, man. Fucked up.
On that
Yeah,
note,
fuck that guy.
on that note, if you wish to support creators who respect the people around them and have pretty okay opinions and run their mouths sometimes, you can find us on Twitter at Crusade Nerd, on Instagram at Nerd Crusade. You can find us on Facebook by searching Nerd Crusade. You can find our sister show, the Nerd Crusade Podcast, wherever you find your podcast.
Thanks for tuning in. If you like this video, go ahead and button mash a thumbs up. If you want to swing by when we have a new video, web up the sub button. Oh, and while you're at it, hit the bell to be notified. Bye.